My name is Michelle Shah, and I'm the founder of Project Adhikar, an NGO working towards the empowerment of underprivileged adolescent girls. As I was doing some research about this talk, I came across a quote which I believe encompasses why exactly it's important to be talking about gender inequality, and especially now. It goes, in the 19th century, the central moral challenge we faced was against slavery. In the 20th century, it was the battle against totalitarianism. And in the 21st century, it is the struggle for equality of women and their daughters around the world. In high school, not too long ago, when I was sat here just like all of you are, I started volunteering at an NGO as a part of CAS, helping 7th grade students with science. Through my conversations with the group, over months of interacting with them, preconceived notions regarding education became apparent. Here are the differences between a schedule of a boy as compared to that of a girl. For a boy, as you can see, he's encouraged to partake in social activities and engage in skills outside of formal education. For a girl, however, this is not the case. Yes, there definitely has been an increase in the literacy rate from a mere 8.2% at the time of independence to almost 60% at the time of the recent census. This, however, is still considerably lower than their male counterparts. Women are still not encouraged to partake in social activities in the same manner as boys are. There are a lot more restrictions on their freedom and a lot more expectations on what is considered their duty. The resulting effect is that girls are underconfident, lacking in self-assurance. They consider themselves to be a liability, not having the skills required to provide a livelihood for their families. Gender inequality is not a new notion. It's not a new concept. It comes from centuries of the concept of Marianismo, the very belief that an ideal woman is one who is eternally giving, self-silencing, and blindly obedient. Through Project Adhikar, I choose to question these very principles, helping girls realize their inherent adhikar, the right they have to education, to work, to opinion, and to expression. Vocational training is one such tool that we employ. By teaching girls low investment but high profitable skills, we encourage them to partake in entrepreneurship and inculcate the seeds early on. Women entrepreneurs are invited to talk to girls about how they follow their passion alongside a formal education, a hectic schedule, and sometimes even judgmental society. It's so heartening to see the girls realize their skill as they navigate through uncharted areas. Here are two girls who we enrolled in a professional dance institute at the beginning of the year. In February 2020, they're going to be performing on stage, a first for their community. Alongside vocational skills, we deeply emphasize on communication and business. Teaching girls how to gain confidence through body language, gestures, how to conduct yourself in a formal conversation, and something as imperative as digital communication. Today, 481 million people have access to the internet in India. However, only 143 million women make up that number. Take a second to think about it. Only 30% women have access to the internet, something you and I use every single day. Here is an email we received from Sarla, one of our students, after our digital communication class. An email that's so basic but so imperative today. Studying medicine has taught me why exactly it's important to discuss myths surrounding physiology and break notions surrounding health issues, which sometimes prevent them from gaining timely medical intervention. And emotional empowerment is just as crucial. By sharing gratitude and discussing happiness, we encourage them to have a positive outlook, irrespective of circumstance. Through Project Adhikar, we hope to remove the facade of a misinformed and underconfident young girl and unveil an adolescent who has the ability to lead a safer and brighter future as she navigates through everything the 21st century has to offer without needing anyone to lean on for social or economic support. My journey has not been easy. It couldn't have been by challenging social norms alongside pursuing a hectic degree and a flourishing NGO. However, every time we spark one new idea or encourage one new entrepreneur, I know my journey towards challenging gender inequality is complete, and that joy is unparalleled. Through Project Adhikar, we hope to inspire, to educate, but most importantly, empower, because this is not limited to just the one girl, but a whole family that will follow. I feel incredibly grateful to be able to share my experience with all of you on such a major platform today, and would like to encourage each one of you to be a catalyst in a way unlike what you've done before, to find a social cause that means a lot more to you than a mere mention on your resume. As we talk about normalizing stigmatized topics today, it may seem extremely overwhelming and almost daunting task, but let me assure you that one conversation, one opinion, and one discussion is enough to get the step rolling towards what we consider the new normal.